Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the process of how global asset transfer works, or GAXT. Okay, so what I want you to do is look at this shape. This shape is representative of a plane. Okay, so imagine this to be a three-dimensional shape. Okay, like that. So imagine you're looking at a flat piece of paper, but you're looking at the side. So just imagine that this represents here, that represents the map of Barbados. Okay. We all know what the map of Barbados looks like, but let's interpret this as a flat piece of paper, flat. Yeah. No, you have this. So I'm going to turn this on the side now and represent this. This is liquidity. So let's draw a shape for that. So this is global asset transfer. It sits on top of that. Okay, so let's understand from a standpoint. This is the sheet of paper, which is Barbados. And this is global asset transfer, this three-dimensional cube here. Great. So the way how global asset transfer is all of us are restricted. All of us operate under DEFT, debt. So this here is what you call your debt ceiling. Financial institutions, so on, access or allow you could only borrow up to so amount. Okay, this is your debt, and you're not even allowed to go past a certain amount of debt because you don't have enough collateral to be loaned XYZ. So you never ever get it. You never get above this. You never get to the point of seeing anything. What global asset transfer is takes everyone together. This is us. And what it does, it creates a construct above that and lets all of us access that. Okay. So that means before, you always had to operate in this environment. Always down here. You were never allowed to see past your debt, rent, mortgage, car payment, loans, gas, internet bills, phone bills, all that. That represents your debt, but it's finite. It's it can only go so far. It can only go so far. It can only go so far. What global asset transfer does is it lets all of us to combine our forces together to access this environment here. So this environment is a combination of three things. What it does, it takes these three elements, okay? The number of persons, it also takes into account how much debt those accumulative persons want to eradicate. And this is the most important part, how long those persons want to use. Let's put it in a different color. So the length, breadth, and depth. Length, width, and depth of debt. So it's a three-dimensional construct. Now, what allows us to access this is rallying together. Now, this is a highly technical achievement. So it goes beyond crowdfunding. It goes beyond all of us consolidating our debt. How do you clear off debt? How do you go about doing that? And the best way, in my experience, is combining resources, not finances. Finances are finite. Remember, debt here is up to a certain limit. Yeah. So to get into this area, so what it does now, it gives you a new vantage point. You can now see at a higher level. You can see that way. You can also see this way from a three-dimensional standpoint. Imagine a part of the box coming from that in that direction. You can also see in multiple, your vantage point when it comes to wealth is so interesting and so it's so powerful. And even not only that, you're going to be able to generate funds in ways you never thought, you don't even understand where it's coming from. Saying it's the back. So you can't see where this level of wealth is coming from, but it doesn't stop there. And this is one of the two best things that it is. It also affects the generations to come. And what it also does, it also allows you to connect the persons who who may not even know the system exists yet. That is global asset transfer right now. So this is a cube, a three-dimensional shape, but you can see the avenues of wealth from all sides of this three-dimensional shape, up, down, from all four sides. You still have this, you still have that. That way, you know that you've gone past the framework persons have created for you. You have a certain job. This is what you make in a year. You have a cost. You have this number of collateral. We're gonna put that into the system, and we believe that we can loan you X. That is the system that we're working right now. Same for businesses. It all looks at your exposure. What risk? What element of risk do you possess to borrow this kind of funds? Global asset transfer allows us to combine the amount of persons doing it, the amount we want to achieve, and how long. So those three aspects makes up this shape here. And once it's finished, once it's completed, and once it's functioning, it sits above that. We're not no longer using this to pay off debt. You're using it to explore many different avenues because finally you are in an area that you cannot even fathom because you've never been there before. So this goes beyond you just making a deposit and allowing persons to realize, you know what, Bridgeford Technologies has made funds, and I hope and pray they make it work. So the understanding of this, I saw something on the internet and it blew my mind. What it was is a lady actually struck some a four-sided like prongs into a pond, struck it down into the pond with a hammer, then placed a glass case over it, very transparent. And what happened was this debt ceiling is the water, and fish, little frogs and whatnot, but fish were able to swim up into that transparent thing. But what to get this done, air was in here. Air was in here. So she had to siphon the air out of it and replace it with water. Hence, this is that. So whereas their debt, we use our current money finances we have from sources to pay off debt. So money is all around us. We're just using it to pay off debt. But because we're not allowed to see from all these vantage points, from all the four elements of GAXT, what Bridgeford Technology is doing is placing something above that, in this case the water, and siphoning water into it. The pond is a vast body of water. You're just displacing a certain finite amount of persons, the level of debt you want to eradicate, and how long you do it. Those three elements make up this three-dimensional box. And once you have it defined, you can have all these vantage points of generating wealth into the future, ways that you didn't even quantify in your mind possible, where we all want to go. We can clearly see where we're going with it. And what I love about it, it also helps the persons in our lineage and our legacy, persons that come years and years ago, sorry, and also those persons who would have helped us get here, those forefathers of past, our grandparents and a person before them. It allows us to, help them. So this is a system that helps everyone. But to get that done, you must indicate where your debt ceiling is, what your level of risk exposure is, and you must educate yourself because you're entering into an environment. Yes, it's lovely vantage points, but you take the time, research bunny option trading, research the platform that we're using, and that way you can finally see where we are, this vantage point you're giving you. Okay. So I decided to create this video to let persons fully understand what global asset transfer is, allowing us to connect with multiple persons. We're gonna indicate what is the level of debt we want to eradicate with those persons, and we're gonna determine how long we're gonna do this, a three-dimensional shape, and that gives us multiple, and even vantage points. We don't know where the funds are coming from because we're combining, and we will do it for the future, and we'll also reach back and help those persons who have no idea what this is about, but it also will benefit them. And all of it is going to sit on top of a plane of finances that normally limit us, Everyone, always stay connected.